On the last episode of Skoolie Life, I camped on the edge of a cliff at Angel Peak, and the next morning I rolled down to Albuquerque, New Mexico for the famous International Balloon Fiesta, an amazing event that I'd always wanted to go to.
Just in time for the awesome storm. So I'm not even in Albuquerque, but this is the kickoff, the morning kickoff, Friday morning kickoff for Balloon Fiesta in Albuquerque. And Albuquerque is that way, and you can see off in the distance. I counted around 50 balloons. One of them over here close to the shopping center was had quite a bit of trouble. It looked like he got about 20 feet off the ground and then just started barreling back down. And he actually crashed back into the street. I don't know if you call it a crash, but he's not moving other than just swaying back and forth. So he obviously had some trouble, or maybe he decided he was just going to do a street into the street. And he was moving. He was going as fast as somebody could walk fast. So he was moving. Anyway, great kickoff. This guy's going down fast. So I don't know, maybe they've got some kind of a strategy that I don't know about. Launch. Anyway, I think the whole I think they launched from the schools. I think elementary and middle schools. So I think most of the deal was for the kids, you know, launching from all over the city. And this is Rio Rancho. This community here is Rio Rancho. So we're north of Albuquerque, but man, that's just beautiful. I'd say close to 50 balloons, maybe more. Maybe some that I didn't count because you can't really see everything around here, but the launch tomorrow. Oh, there's the one that he actually got up. That's the one that I was saying was crashed over here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a badass balloon. Anyway, the big launch is tomorrow. There should be hundreds, maybe close to thousands of balloons tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that if I can find a good place to park.
So after a quick look on the map, I realized that there was a casino just across the valley, and that's where I wound up overnighting so I could wake up first thing in the morning and have a line of sight view to the park, Balloon Park. The whole park is dedicated to this balloon festival, and I had line of sight view. And oddly, they choose this spot because of the huge mountain in the background that gives a vortex effect on the balloon so they can rise and stay in place. It's pretty spectacular.
Late into the night and early morning hours, that cold air is obviously heavy air, so it flows down to the lowest point along the Rio Grande Valley and settles here in the North Valley around Balloon Fiesta Park. So that's a northerly flow of air right along the surface here. Now, this isn't the only thing that makes this a very unique deal. We also have the prevailing southerly winds that blow a little higher in the atmosphere here. So we really have two different things happening. At the surface, we get the northerly flow, so the balloons go to the south, and then as they rise in elevation, they're pushed by the southerly flow back to the north. So that's why we have what we call that Albuquerque box conditions.
So this shot of the launch from the balloon park is actually from the west side of the valley back in Rio Rancho, but I couldn't get a good shot of the launch from my position at the casino, so I thought I'd show you this. But you can see the balloons are actually launching south here, and typically when the conditions are perfect, they launch south, they rise up, and they hit the thermals going north, and as they pass over the park, they descend down into the colder air and back into the box. And it's pretty extraordinary to see, and no wonder Albuquerque is the balloon capital of the world. They have these perfect conditions when conditions are right, but it's pretty extraordinary to watch. Just wanted to give you some ideas of what you're about to see. Just pay attention to the balloons that are basically going in a circle right in front of you. It's very odd to see that.
So it's almost 8:15, and I'm pretty sure we're still waiting on the mass ascension. I believe it's between 7:30 and 8 when all the balloons fill up. Wow, I didn't know I was this close to the daggum park. The balloon park, they have a park that's dedicated for balloons. It's several football fields wide and long, and it's just down below there. I'm at Sandia, the Sandia reservation and casino, and this is where I camped last night. But it's 8:04, and I believe the mass ascension has started, because the balloons are really starting to come up now. And it looks like the field starts about right here where this tree is, and it goes, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile south, and it's probably a half mile wide. So it's an impressive and really big field.
So join me next time as I run into a psycho chick in a Skoolie selling coffee, and then I head up into the Carson National Forest for some incredible weather before I head back to Colorado.